Hi, my name is Josh McMahon. Currently in my second year as an RSP teacher at Arthur C. Butler Elementary in Elk Grove, California. Currently I work in the Learning Center, um, where I work with students who primarily receive services for English language arts, math, and a few students who have executive functioning goals. These students I serve are primarily qualify under specific learning disabled, other health impairments. I have a few students with visual impairments and 3 students who have been identified under autism. So far, through my observations, the characteristics I have noticed are behavior. Any changes in their routine can really affect how they act or how they behave the rest of the day. They really don't like changes. Limited socially. They like to only talk about their interests, usually repeat the same things over and over, and don't like turn taking or sharing. Usually like to work independently in my small groups. Another thing I see is that they are easily frustrated when they don't understand things, and usually you'll see a behavioral outburst if they come across something they don't understand. And yeah, sometimes you try to help them through those situations. I mean, obviously we try to help them through those situations, but it's easy to see them get frustrated and possibly have a behavioral outbreak. Uh, it is hard for them. Well, due to that, it's hard for them to complete tasks, but they love to work for rewards. We use a lot of times. We use I call my token board. We'll give them either a token for they have to get 5 tokens to earn their reward throughout the 45-minute period that we're working, and usually they enjoy working for it. And if they're really determined, they'll get their task done and get their reward, and it's usually successful, especially with managing their behavior in the class. So far, this course has helped me a lot with understanding the different characteristics of autism, like repeated speech, some cases delayed language or no language at all. Those things that I'm starting to see as I keep learning through the course, and sometimes I see it through the kids I'm observing. Also, how they get upset with their daily routine or any changes that happen to their routine. Usually, they're only interested in limited things, just things they like, not new things. Maybe sometimes they'll find new things that they are sometimes in awe of and want to try it out. But usually they're really stuck to things that they have already built that interest with. Another thing is that they're very particular with their diet. I noticed that as a para too as well, and that's through this course that just like their interests, that it's tough for them to find new things they like to eat. Um, just like I've said before, they struggle with social situations. I've seen it as through my observations, and a few kids that I've had to do change in placements for through my school is the struggle to initiate conversation with their peers or interacting at the playground with their peers, and it sometimes you'll see them talking to themselves instead of talking to others, and it's just a common characteristic that it's part of who they are, and something that I continue to learn about and how to help them engage conversation or maybe even role play and help them through that. I feel that in the last few weeks, though, especially, I've learned a lot about sensory processing, and I didn't feel that I thought I knew more than I did. That's for sure. The different senses like touch, vision, auditory, hearing things, the taste, smells, and just the strong reactions they have to familiar and unfamiliar senses. I think I didn't realize that it's not usually you just think it's a few things, like maybe it's loud noises they can't handle, or maybe it's something that feels weird, but you never think like, oh, maybe it's the smell in the room that's ruining their whole day, or they can't seem to overcome that, or just something as simple as maybe they tasted something bad at lunch and now their day is ruined because of that bad taste they had at lunch. Just little things that can really turn their day. Um, Another thing I feel like I learned a lot, and this course is helping me with, was other than characteristics, is understanding that kids that may be medically diagnosed with autism maybe they don't receive services under IDA or an IEP, and I feel like it's a common misconception that kids or students who have been medically identified or diagnosed with autism, that you would think that they would receive educational supports or any supports the school district can give them just because they are medically diagnosed, and that there is still a process they have to go through to be educationally identified and be put onto an IEP. And that's something that I found very interesting, and I think now that I know, it's really going to help me as an RSP teacher, because a lot of the students we work with usually are students with specific learning disabilities primarily, and other health impairments, so students with attention. And so being able to add more to my knowledge and understand different disabilities is exciting, and I'm excited to keep learning more about the new different characteristics, interventions, or teaching strategies that we get to learn throughout our autism courses. I hope you enjoyed my first journal video, and I'm excited to learn more in this course.